Yo, 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 what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Pat Proverbs here from One in Gaming, throwing up those heavy fucking ones. And let me say something real quick before this game really takes off. This is 11 minutes and 36 seconds of carnage. What you're going to be watching is 110-5 double K.E.M strike by my boy Dysler 1N. It's a quad team K.E.M, meaning there's 4 called in all game. This is a Blitz game. It's on strike zone. But anyway, now that you know exactly what you're going to be watching here, what I want to say to you guys is we had 1,703 subs a week and a half ago. We now have 1,795 as of the recording of this commentary, which is the morning of the 19th. And I just want to say to the 100 or so new subs that we've picked up that we really appreciate it as an entire team. I know that's cliche because all the YouTubers do these like thank you videos. But quite honestly, like just from someone who really enjoys making videos and playing video games with their team, I just want to say I really appreciate it, and you guys all deserve a shout out. And hopefully I'll get to know all you guys in the comment section. I do my best to respond to just about everyone. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video. Like I said, it's a quad team K.E.M. It's a double K.E.M by Dysler 1N, 110-5 on strike zone. And now that I've gotten the mushy, fucking, pseudo-romantic thank you, bottom of my heart thank you out of the way, I want to point out the counter that you're seeing on the screen, or should I say the stopwatch. There's a counter later in the game, and we'll talk about why that's up. This is not a world record K.E.M by any means. I think a world record is under a minute. But nonetheless, I don't know how someone does it under a minute, because he does not stop killing kids for a good 2 minutes here. And what you're going to see is he gets a K.E.M strike in. I started the counter after his first death while I was trying to tell you guys what this gameplay was all about. He actually gets us in 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and that to me is pretty impressive, even on strike zone. And like I just want to talk about the fact that he's actually running assault and just continues to overlap his streaks. And not calling them in, which is the smart move, because, you know, if you're going for K.E.Ms, you really, quite honestly, I mean, I've gotten a lot of support K.E.Ms and assault, but you know what the funny thing is like, I don't really run specialist, but I mean, honestly, if we were going for K.E.Ms for you guys, we probably would be running specialist. He actually just naturally has scavenger on his class, but nonetheless, here we go with, I think it's right here, 8 sec, like I said, 2:08. The timer will stop for you guys so you can actually go back, and if you want to compare and contrast, you can. Like I said, I started that timer after his first death, so it wasn't from the start of the game per se, but just the start of his K.E.M streak. He continues to stay on a streak here. Like I said, this is 110 kills, which is not easy to do in Call of Duty Ghosts. I have not seen very many 100-plus gameplays other than, you know, the people you'd expect it from, you know, the SVs, the Birdmans, the kids who actually just pay people to stand in their lobbies and get absolutely destroyed. All those videos are for dyers. If you really don't believe me, just go check them out. This video is insane because although 2 people do drop 100 deaths in this video, they are like actually still killing the shit out of, oh, at least trying to kill me. I actually get in the Maniac here, and I've never seen anything quite like it. I wish I was recording my perspective for you guys, but you know, as much as I'd love to, I can't possibly record everything. I did go on a 35 or 40 knifing streak with a Maniac in their spawn, and although I did feel somewhat bad because of the fact that, you know, I've gotten spawn trap playing solo and it's not fun. And although this isn't an intentional spawn trap, meaning it's not like we're like, oh, everyone's sitting their positions now, like we gotta get them trapped. It's more or less just like this map, the way it's designed, there is no overflow spawn for them. Some of the other maps will actually change to the extent that if you get too deep in their spawn, I've seen it like on Overlord, for instance, when playing Blitz. They will spawn next to your flag if you have like 4 people standing in their spawn. This map, however, it doesn't matter if they spawn next to your flag because the map is so small that you still have a line of sight to shoot them while they spawn. So although this isn't deliberate spawn trapping by any means, it does come off as like, and there goes another kid dashboard. And that happens a lot, but what can I say? It is strike zone and it is aggravating. And I have been there myself, and I'm just like, the fuck with this shit. I am not staying for that. But what else can we talk about here other than, I'll talk about it on the, are we even on the second side yet? No, we're not. So on the second side, I'll talk about why I also added this other counter mechanism that you're going to see in the second half towards the end of this video. Well, that's for that time, actually. It's a good idea to leave that for the second half. The only other thing I can say is that, like I said, you'll see the scoreboard at the end of this game, but it's just, what can I talk about here to kill some time? Because this is an 11-minute, 54-second video. It's both sides of Blitz, so you guys can see the carnage on both sides. We could talk about the fact that I lost a 494-game win streak to a Dasher yesterday playing Cranked. It really upsets me. I never play Cranked, right? I go into a Cranked lobby with my boy Cardboard, Box, one end, you guys would know him as. And he has to go, so he dips out. He's like, I actually got to go. He dashes. We're winning the game, and then, boom! Someone rips the plug on the other team. That's why I never play on anyone else's host other than my own, because even with 2 or 3 players, I always pull host in a lobby, just because I have exceedingly good internet, if you will. But okay, so here we go. There's fucking Furphy calling in, I think, a K.E.M strike, and then Apex, my boy Apex, who's also known as J-Bug, or was J-Bug prior to like officially joining the One In Gaming roster, even though he's always been actually on it. He's finally switched over his gamer tag, and really makes me happy. And I really love his gamer tag, by the way, Apex 1N. So we have 3 of the 4, and look at that spawn. Like, this is just pitiful. Is this the best you can do, Infinity Ward? If that is the best you can do for a spawn for these kids, like, God have mercy. And there you actually saw the person's point of view who you're watching right here, who does get a double K.E.M. He died, so he's starting fresh here. That's 2, and I'm not going to count them for you guys because you're going to see a counting mechanism that I actually incorporated onto this video to make things a little easier for you guys. And, you know, when we get to like 9 minutes of this commentary, I'm going to talk to you about why I did it. And I'm sorry, I have a caffeine infatuation. I suck down Red Bulls like it's going out of style. I know it's not good for my heart, but it is early at the time of recording this video. So I do want to get up for you guys and get excited. I'm a very high-strung person, so I should lay off the caffeine to begin with. But if you watch this screen closely enough, you will see, like, all right, so I just went on a 5 kill streak. Well, that actually goes all the way up to 35, and that's because out of the corner of his eye, if you actually watch when he looks left right here, you're going to see me just running in circles with a fucking maniac on. There I was. You get a little glimpse of me. And that's a spawn point. And then boom, that kid just got knifed in the back. Like, you can see me chasing after him. And it's so sad. And the other thing that we really need to talk about is I was just on a 5, now I'm on a 10, just running around there, is this. Riley the dog. Honestly, if you're standing in like a spawn point, like it happens on Freight a lot, it happens on this map a lot. If you're standing in a spawn point, Riley the dog will and absolutely numb down on someone before their gun even pops. You know when you spawn and your gun like pops up? They will be dead before their gun pops up. And there's my dog just going in, like in the kill feed right now. Look at that. Look at that feed. Just 5 knives in a row. But yeah, it happens a lot, and not to mention, he has a lot of health too. Riley has about twice as much health as you do in this game, and I honestly think that although I love it as a kill streak, especially because of the nature of how we play, sometimes just violating kids' spawns while they're like flossing their asses or whatever, like look at that. That's just, my hearts do go out to those, like he's just spawning and laying down and trying to shoot someone. And my hearts do go out to people who have been in this situation because I have as well, and it's just a shame that based off of map design that they couldn't do a better job of finding a place for you to spawn. Honestly, I wish you could just put these kids in, and there you go. There's a second K.E.M. So for the double K.E.M for Dysler 1N. Called in 4 K.E.Ms this game, like I said. It's a quad team K.E.M. Furphy gets 1. Ian and Apex hit 1 as well. Dysler gets 2 because he's the fucking man. Shout out to my boy Dice. And thank God he actually recorded this. I can't tell you how many K.E.Ms we've been getting for you guys and sick gameplays. And then like no one, everyone's like, oh, I didn't have my recorder on. 35 kill streak in a Maniac 4. Chaboy, Proverbs 1N. Anyway, I really hate the second K.E.M. on this map and how the more K.E.Ms you call in, the map seems to get darker. I'm not sure if it does, don't quote me, but I hate what they did. Day 1 when you called in a K.E.M., it got a little darker, a little dusty, but it wasn't impossible to see. And here's the kill count for you guys. Let me explain why I've done this. I've done this because the in-game scoreboard stops at 99. And I wanted you guys to see, and it lagged a little bit there when you incorporate a PNG file and you try to make it a slideshow. Not going to get into specifics, but it lagged and it caught up. Trust me, he's at 105. This is 110 kill gameplay. I've counted them meticulously to make sure I was correct. So I put that there because the in-game scoreboard only goes up to 99. It doesn't have a third digit to show you guys, unfortunately. So you're going to see that these kids that are still in the game drop 99 deaths, even though they must die 140 times apiece. He 99 and 5. He actually goes, if you count it, there's 11 more kills than that will reflect on that scoreboard. 99 and 5. I went 61 and 4. Ian went 58 and 3. Jay went 66 and 5 with 15 caps because that's what he fucking does. So I left that on the screen for you guys. You're going to see the big scoreboard here, but again, it doesn't show you guys the third digit. You don't believe me, count them. They're there. I watched it. I would never post something that I'm not 100% sure about. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. There's the pregame lobby, just a little glimpse of it again. Show you guys that was just recorded from fucking loading screen to lobby. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Quad Team K.E.M, Double K.E.M by Dysler 1N, 110 and 5 on the map Strike Zone. We're going to be posting more of these guys. Trust me, tons more footage to come your way. So for anything and everything One Nation Gaming, keep it tuned right fucking here, people. Stay fucking beautiful, all you. Again, from the bottom of my heart, big thanks to these 100 new subs we got, and obviously to the original subs that we have that follow each and every one of our videos. We love you. This is a common goal of ours to bring you guys the highest quality content we can possibly muster. Stay fucking tuned, stay fucking beautiful one more time, and take it easy.